In many ways, the town of Exeter, New Hampshire is like a lot of other small New England towns, with neat white clapboard buildings and trees that burn orange and gold in the fall. But Exeter, New Hampshire is different from other towns in this one respect. The town of Exeter has opened its arms to 10 Bosnian students who have been forced to leave their own country because of war.
What's funny?
I wouldn't recognize you. You got your hair cut.
Vedrina Ponjevic is from Tuzla.
It's funny.
Oh, it's more lovely.
This is Alan, who's going to be living with you. This is Alan.
Alan Chaucevic has lived in Sarajevo all his life.
I'm Alan.
And this is Irma.
Vedrina and Alan and the others are here because of Robert Ozzie.
The Blaisdells.
Robert
Steve,
Ozzie is a
Judy.
professional photojournalist and a freelance Good Samaritan.
At the dedication of the Holocaust Museum, Elie Wiesel chastised the president for not doing more about the ethnic cleansing that was going on in Bosnia. And my daughter Iman was watching with me at the time and asked, as a Muslim, which she is, as I am, if someday there was going to be a Holocaust museum for the Muslims of Bosnia, which provoked me into feeling that really something needed to be done.
That's in front of the mosque.
Robert Ozzie asked a Bosnian friend to find him children who could speak English. He would find them families and visas and get them to Exeter so they could go to school.
I had no idea that over a year later I would consider myself a guidance counselor, an advisor, and social worker, and politician. I've begged and borrowed and pleaded with people for support for these kids.
And what we want to do is make sure that you each have footwear, boots, and shirt and outerwear jacket, okay? And so
He has found people to give his kids scholarships and Timberland boots.
Nice.
And in 1,000 other ways, he has taken on the life problems of a daunting number of teenagers far away from home.
But what are you going to wear when it's raining and snow?
Is he tired of it? No. He wants to do more.
If I can get 20 airline tickets tomorrow, I could bring 20 more kids over here. I could find 20 more families in 20 more towns.
Oh, come on, somebody's got to help me here. Let's go.
I think in Robert's mind it's not difficult. It's just something that you have to do. I mean, he just said, you have to do this.
But Vedrina got
Robert Ozzie convinced Lori and Wayne Lucidian to take Vedrina Pomjevic into their home.
This was not a happy foreign student. This was someone who was depressed and unhappy and homesick, and it was not easy bringing her into our family because she was sad a lot of the time. I mean, we crawled in bed with her at night and talked to her, and she had nightmares and a lot of sadness.
A year of peace has changed Vedrina.
She's so different. Last year, she felt incredibly guilty about being here, about having the opportunity to be away from her country and away from her family. And she doesn't feel that way anymore.
The children miss their families and their friends, but they know why they are here. They are here to learn.
Watching the Bosnian kids take it as seriously, almost desperately sometimes as they do, gives the American kids a whole new angle on why anybody is in school.
And I want you to write 5 totally different beginnings for that.
Joyce Morgan teaches English and Russian at Exeter High School.
They're here because in them something is happening for the future, for their family, for their friends, for their people in Bosnia. And that's a great responsibility. It's a big job.
We have war in our country. It's really hard. We can't really live normally there. But we still hope to go home as soon as possible and live there and build up again everything what's burned and destroyed. That's actually our the biggest hope.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yasmika.
Yasmika Hachi is 19 years old.
I feel like 2 persons in one, really, because when I think about my hometown and all the people I left and friends, I feel, I don't know, I feel that it's real me.
Yasmika is a freshman at the University of New Hampshire. This summer, she went home to see her parents for the first time in 2 years.
The last winter was so rough over there. The people were on the edge of starvation. The whole feeling was just depression, and knowing that you're under the siege and you can't get out, and any minute you can get killed, and not just you, but someone who is close to you.
Alisa Mujagic watched as the Serbian army burned her family's home to the ground.
That was my first tears that in the war, when I saw my house that is completely destroyed.
Alisa and her family were put in a concentration camp.
I saw raping, and one night they came and they took 13 of girls. In the morning they brought back only 5 of them, and many of the girls were 13 years old, and they will never be able to go back. The Serbs took what they wanted.
And so the town of Exeter has come to know about Bosnia, not from television or newspapers, but from children who have become classmates and family and friends.
This ethnic cleansing isn't just about killing people who are different. It's about blowing up mosques and burning libraries, destroying school documents and birth records and birth certificates. It's about forcibly expelling thousands of people from their villages and razing any symbols of the culture that they left behind.
Many of you have heard about the Bosnians. Well, they're here today visiting us in our church.
One Sunday this fall at the Unitarian Church, the Bosnian students read letters from children in Sarajevo.
My soul is full of pain, and I must open it. My father and brother are in the army now. My mother works every day, and now I just have this paper and you.
Sarajevo was the place of my dreams, but it's war Sarajevo now. Life is very dangerous and difficult.
We are unhappy children. We can't go out.
Svo vrijeme mi se bojimo pucnjeve.
All the time we feel afraid of the shooting.
We are expecting the coming winter with a great fear deep in our hearts.
Sanyan Payo is from Mostar. He's in the 10th grade.
What will happen with us? I was remembering myself and my friends in my town while during the war, and what we felt was almost the same what they are feeling.
I was thinking about changed lives of all of us. It's really tough, and all emotions just come up, and you just could cry.
At first, Lori Lucijan wondered why they had taken in an extra child. Now she knows.
We received a letter from her parents soon after she arrived here, and her mother said, "Please love my child. I can't do that for her. I can't give her back her childhood. I can't give her back her innocence. She's lost her innocence, and all she knows is people who are hateful and warlike, and I wish for her that she can learn that people can be peaceful and happy."
There are many kinds of heroes. Some drive ambulances and food convoys. Some bandage wounds. And some, in one small town, have taken in the children of strangers in a faraway land and have given them a green field to play on without fear of bombs. Children who know much about evil and hate, and who now know something of peace.